Do you ever feel like you've lost yourself because the world gets so loud and there's so many opinions and news articles and top 5 advice things and friends telling you what to do? Me too. I've been the black sheep in more ways than I can count, and that ultimately is what has led me to starting this channel. There has always been one thread that has been able to bring me back to myself faster than pretty much anything that I know, and has been true for years and years. And I am wondering if it's the same thing for you. Hey, my name is Amber. I've been playing the cello for over 25 years, and I am the creator of Salty Sound Scapes, this channel that you're watching right now. In this video, I want to share how being a black sheep has been what's led me to start this channel, and I'm wondering if there are some threads that are also similar for you. As I mentioned, life gets so loud. There are so many things, advice, opinions, top 5 things swirling around us all of the time, and it's so easy for those things to slowly chip away at what is our truth, what works for us, what helps us feel the best, what helps us stay in our rhythm, in our frequency. And honestly, that's what my channel is really all about. And what I am so into is helping you cut out the noise, cut out all of the other opinions and advice that is not true for you. It happens so easily. It's such a sneaky little thing. And before we know it, it's, oh my God, I'm so disconnected from myself. What even happened to me? Where did I go? And what I have found is that listening to music and working with sound is always what brings me back to myself. That is always the thread that just whispers, return to the sound, return to the music. Whenever I feel disconnected, that is what I hear. Just return to the sounds. Just come back to the music. It's such a simple little whisper, but oh my gosh, the more that I've listened to that, the more and more it makes sense, and the more I'm able to just, that's the next step. Just one little baby step at a time, not like this grand big picture, but it's just, okay, next I'm doing this, and then I'm doing that. And it's been amazing to follow the sounds like that. My channel and business name is called Salty Sound Scapes, and it's called that for a couple of reasons. One, because I'm based in Salt Lake City, Utah, so it is an homage to the salt, this beautiful city that I live in, that I can drive 20 minutes from my house and be here with the birds and the trees. That's unbelievable. And then drive another 20 minutes and get to an international airport. Hey, we like that. And the second reason that it's called Salty Soundscapes is because off camera, I curse like a sailor. The F-bomb is my favorite word. And even though I play meditative music, relaxing music, I play crystal bowls, I play metal bowls, I host sound baths, I am not a part of the love and light crowd. I'm not a part of the group of sound people that call themselves a sound healer. In fact, that term healer, honestly, I've never really enjoyed. I think it has been so cheapened over these last several years, as you can go take a weekend course and become a healer. And I don't love that. I don't agree with that, because that discount traditional and indigenous people that have been healers for generations, that have done like years of apprenticeships. And I just don't like that term for myself. So I usually say I'm like a sound practitioner or something, or a musician, because that resonates with me more. Or I just say I lead sound baths, because that's what I do. So my channel is salty. I'm still an optimistic person, super optimistic. I just don't buy into the whole like love and light. I still like the tangible, the grounded approach. And if that's what you're into, then perfect, you're in the right place, because we're peas in a pod in that way. As I have started this business, I've had the opportunity of working with some amazing business coaches, and they use Instagram, and for so long Instagram has been my base also, because that's what I knew. So that was home, and that's what I was doing my best to build with. If you have watched the previous video in this series, you'll hear me mention I've had this vision of building a global community, and I didn't know what that looked like. And since Instagram is what I was familiar with, that is the tool that I was using for years to try and find that community, to bring them together. And that's also what my coaches were using. That's what so many people in my community use and have had great success with. And over the years, when I have shared my music on Instagram, it just hasn't done well. And after months and months and months, years of doing that, I didn't realize how big of a toll that was taking on my music. That was keeping me away from playing my instrument, which means that I shared less of it. I shared less of it because it didn't do well on Instagram, and so I played less. And what did I just share? Come back to the sounds. Whenever I'm feeling disconnected, come back to the music, come back to the sounds. And as I listened to that and played my cello more and worked with my instruments more, it just became more and more clear that Instagram is not the place for me. YouTube is. And that was silly, but that was scary because Instagram was my home. Instagram is what I saw people use and have success with. Like, I spent time on YouTube. I've just watched some videos on YouTube, like how to change my windshield wipers and watching people build their dream houses, or like knitting and crocheting videos. I never thought twice about like, oh, is where I should go. But after months and over the last couple of months of just really coming back to me, to what's easy and true for me, YouTube was the way. And so that is why I have started. So I'm going against the grain of what I have seen and seen examples of. And I'm like, okay, YouTube is. And once I started sharing the same type of content that I tried sharing on Instagram, on YouTube, my little, I call them sound snacks of me playing little of me playing cello or singing bowls, people here got it. And that was amazing. So it kind of as a little experiment of like, oh, it seems like people on YouTube are like, you're here to watch videos, right? Not just like flick really quick and doom scroll. So it started off as an experiment, and now the more that I've been here, the more and more it's like, oh, this is my new home now. This is what makes sense, and this is where my people are. So this is where I'm going to keep sharing. Part of my YouTube journey, I guess before I committed, like I'm like watching tutorial videos and people rebuild houses and things like that. And I have listened to a lot of music on YouTube, actually. So over the years, I've seen musicians just like blow as they're sharing their music. It's been so cool to see as they've been consistent, and not just their consistency has been inspiring, but also seeing the people's comments and how they're interacting with the music and those videos, like reading comments of like, this helped me so much, thank you so much, that was amazing to me. I love that kind of community. I love bringing that kind of opportunity into the world and like bringing people together in that way and just giving something like that. So that was so cool to see people's comments and other musicians' YouTube videos and seeing their growth and how they're able to reach people from all over, from out of their city, from out of their state, and out of their country. That's amazing, and I love that. So the seeds have been planted to go to YouTube, I guess for a few years, but Instagram was home. I didn't know what I was doing on YouTube. I still don't know what I'm doing on YouTube. I don't know how, or like the tactical side of things, but I'm learning as I go. And when I would see those musicians sharing their music, being outside in places like this and just bringing not just music but nature into people's lives, that was incredible to me. And I would always think, I want to do that. I can do that. I play an instrument. I just have to figure out the how part of it. And I can do that. I'm good at asking questions and figuring things out until I get an answer. And it finally clicked. Finally, in the beginning of 2026, there was just this moment of like, you know what? If you're gonna do this, now is the time to do this. I was in a winter, like let myself have the longest, most quiet winter I've had ever. And in that quiet, again, it was come back to the sounds, return to the music. And it also was like, it's time to share your music. It's time to bring this to the world, whether you're fully ready or not. Now you're to the point where the only way to be ready is to just do it and figure it out along the way. Mess ups, mistakes, out of tune notes and all, record it, put it up there. That's the only way to learn, is to just do it and be in the arena. So that's what I started doing. So many ants out here. They're huge too. These ants are huge. And they're like, what are you doing in my house? Okay. Another thing that has really drawn me to YouTube and doing long form cello videos is that I would love to see people's attention spans return to more than 7 seconds or even 2 seconds from being on TikTok and Instagram, just scrolling through things. Like, we are here for it. I love watching people's episodes of their house remodel that are 40 minutes long, or like watching doll be repainted. So cool. It is much better for returning humans' attention spans, and I am for sure here for that. On my channel, I have a whole library of sound snacks that are anywhere from like 7 to 50-second snippets of me playing cello that are essentially there as a snack for you to have throughout the day, even when things are so busy, but you can feel yourself getting disconnected. You can feel the chaos of the day taking you away from you, and you haven't maybe taken a deep breath all day, or have hardly had any water all day. That's what those sound snacks are for, and I'll get into the purpose of those and how those came to be in the next video. And my longer recordings, those are intended to be a companion for you. I love putting on music on YouTube of like DJs all over the world, harpists, handpan players, and just having that in the background while I work, while I'm doing things throughout the day, or even let it play while I'm going grocery shopping so my dogs have something to listen to. So the longer form videos are there for you to use however you want. And my intention behind them is for them to be a sound companion for you when you're working, when you're resting, when you're decompressing from the day, when you're doing the boringest things like dishes and laundry that you don't want to do, so you put off doing it until it's a month later and you have to redo your laundry again. I got you. That's what the longer form videos are here for, to be a companion to support you in whatever way that looks like. This is the music that I come back to. This is my expression, my way of navigating and moving through the world that helps me come back to myself, helps me stay grounded, helps me remember my truth, what is correct for me, what makes me feel good, and helps me maintain my best self and continue to find better and better versions of myself. It's always the music. It's always sounds that help me do that. And if that sounds like something that you're into or interested in, then you are definitely in the right place. And I appreciate you being here so very much. I appreciate you being part of this global community that I am doing my best to build. And if you like videos that are on my channel, I would really, really appreciate it if you share them with somebody that you think would also enjoy them too. It means the world. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your support, and I'll see you in the next video.